I wasn't expecting that. I thought there'd be like a 1 or 2 people.
Yeah, like there's not even a what's his name?
Mike Buzzian.
The Asian guy,
Uh,
Raymond. Was it Raymond
TU.
or
Yeah, TU.
TU? Oh, I just presume he's Asian from his surname.
how many Asian people do you know called Ray though? I reckon heaps.
Well, most
I know
Asians
what-
choose their first name themselves.
I know,
that's
I know
right.
one called Roger.
I reckon a lot of them have picked Ray.
Roger Han, his name is. And Lisa, Haley's got a friend who's got a little girl, what's her name? She, and her brother's called Tony.
Yeah, Tony as well. Tony's a big one.
Yeah, Tony's popular.
Alright, straight to qualifying. Oh, I am streamed by the way, guys. I only just started it up.
Yeah, cool.
I'm happy I've got my gear selection on my screen now.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good.
I don't know why it left.
Sometimes those options just untick themselves.
Yeah.
Because I have the the frame rates and the lag and everything. That little indicator that disappears on
Yep.
me every now and then. I have to retick it.
I didn't notice it during practice, but as soon as I went to the grid and went to select first, and did it actually select first or did it move in second?
Yeah.
And then I missed it and it put me off for the whole race.
Don't you have the gears on your car anyway? Like in the
Yeah,
dash,
no,
or is it
zoomed
can't
in
see?
too far.
You zoomed in
Yeah.
too far. Okay. Because I
I can
just see mine. Like one's at the bottom of the screen.
see the speed and the fuel per laps, but that's it.
I haven't got that. I got a lap time. Anyway, good luck, guys.
Good luck.
Yep.
Yep.
Nothing between you two.
Hmm.
I I didn't realise until I was car number 3 that Ben wasn't in here.
Radio check.
I was going to say I did it 2 identical laps, but I beat it by 1,000th.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty close. I tried to go really early on the throttle through the carousel, and then ended up. There's actually a bump on the exit of the carousel if you go too wide. I hadn't hit it
Yep.
before. I just hit that and I just went, lol.
Yeah, I found tighter on the carousel is works better.
Oh, that's what I was. It was just getting on the throttle again and then coming out wide.
Yeah.
I think it's probably the earliest I've gone full throttle.
So our game plan is, boys, let me take the lead.
Alright.
And then you guys just run 2 wide and stop Chris Miller and give me like a 5-second gap.
Yep.
And then you guys can just catch up and I'll let you past.
That sounds incredibly difficult to orchestrate on this track.
Yeah.
With shit tons of
Yeah.
slipstream.
No, she'll be right. It's all good. Just do it.
Thanks, Nike.
Have you seen that new movie yet? The Air one?
I watched it last night.
No.
Did you? Is it good?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's on Amazon.
I just watched the other week. There's One Man in His Shoes, which was a doco on Nike,
Oh, yeah.
with the whole thing. So I watched that in the lead up to the Air being released.
Yeah. It's funny because I prefer Adidas stuff to Nike stuff. So as I'm watching it, it's like Ford versus Ferrari, except Ferrari wins.
And like, I always wanted a pair of the black infrared Nikes Jordan 6s. That were they're my go-to. And I'm 45 and still haven't got a pair.
What I always found weird about Nike is that like the Air Jordan brand is so big. When they sponsor the biggest team in France for football, right? But they don't use the Nike logo, they use the Air Jordan logo on their kits.
Yeah, well, I think that's a bigger logo than theirs now.
Yeah. It must be, because it's like it'd have to be that big to then dissociate from the main company and then be placed on a sport that's a different sport. Like,
Yeah.
I guess it
Right.
kind of works if you think about goalkeepers, but it's not the same.
Nah. Without Jordan, they'd be nowhere though, wouldn't they? Without that.
I think that's basically what the movie
That's why
said.
the movie is about,
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Adidas has got no one like that. But
Yeah.
I still buy Adidas over Nike.
Well, Adidas now sponsor Man United.
Puma's alright. So I'd probably buy
Puma's alright.
Puma Adidas before I bought Nike.
Yeah, I would too. In the origin of Puma and Adidas, the two brothers who were working together went, no, separate things.
That's right. They were German or something, weren't they?
Yeah,
Or-
they're both German, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, waiting the whole time. Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's the end of the session.
Make sure you got your race set on, boys.
Yep.
Yep.
It's 11 people. Alright. 24 laps. Nice. It's quick. Yeah, I suspect this will go pretty fast.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm starting on the lefty.
You started on the right, didn't you, Paul?
Yep.
But you were pole. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Pole yesterday.
You pole
Have
again.
fun, everyone.
We'll start up, everyone's jumping on.
Yep.
Let me allow
Chris Miller's got the quick all of a sudden.
Sus.
All right, James. Nice and neat. Stay out of trouble. Go, go, go.
It's not sus. He's been doing like 400 or 500 laps of practice in vets each week.
Yeah.
I was gonna say check if his brakes are blinking.
The leader's just done a 108.24 P2. The guy behind has just done a 108.54.
Looks like you got the gap on your own there, Jace.
Yeah, it's going to turn into a
Okay,
lonely
James,
race.
your refuel window will open on lap 3 and it should close on lap 20.
I'll make a mistake and fuck it up, you watch.
Okay, Roy.
You're a 10th down in sectors 1 and 2. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 3. We'll be warned about track limits. Okay, James, this bastard's holding you up. You've got to find a way past.
Oh fuck, sorry dude.
Oh.
It's
The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between
That's
the white
fine,
lines.
Then that cart's like slowing you up at the start of the corner and then shooting you out of it.
Net code?
Yeah, it's doing it. It's doing it a little bit.
Yeah, I've noticed when I'm seeing the last corner, it looks like
Yeah.
you're going in the wall,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you're
Yeah.
behind me.
Yep.
We really need to
Last
be in front
corner
of this
was
car.
really bad, but it did it on the braking zone there for the first corner. Fucking hell. Oh fuck.
That's,
I missed the turn in. I got too close to you and I couldn't see.
yeah. I think you get a bit of wash too from
Oh yeah, you get
what I
that.
noticed in yesterday's.
Yeah, you definitely get that.
You can't, but yeah, the apex is so important there.
It's just the turn in point that I missed.
Just drop back about 5 seconds. You'll have heaps of room to see.
That's what I've done.
Not 5 seconds.
4. Oh, not 5 seconds, sorry. I was thinking 10 for some reason.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
I could see that time.
Yeah, makes a difference.
Yeah, way easier.
Okay, James, you need to pass this twat. You're losing too much time.
Oh fuck.
What do you do?
Clip the grass.
Oh,
We've been warned about track limits.
Sorry, Jace. Fuck. My bad.
No, all good, all good.
fence it?
A little
No.
bit, but not too bad.
Okay.
I'm going to defend like a lion.
Okay. So I'm only here for participation.
P3.
I'll go right at the top of the hill and you take the racing line.
Okay.
And then I'll fence you at the apex.
Ah, awesome. Thanks.
On your right. Clear right. Nice move, mate.
Fucking settle pedal. Looked a little bit wild there, mate.
The gap behind has now decreased to 0.26.
Carrying too much speed into the bus stop.
Let's have to get past it, isn't it?
You're good. Good save.
Come on, don't make it easy for him. Make him go the long way around. P2, your last lap time was at 109.52. Okay, James, the pit window is now open. That lap time was 109.22.
Looks like you're playing Russian roulette with that fence into the bus stop.
Okay, James, don't be intimidated
It's
by
the
this
normal
little
way.
shit. Make him work for it.
Have to.
We estimate 4 laps fuel remaining. Track limits, watch those lines. P2. Watch your speed. Pit lane speed limit is 64 kilometers per hour. The car behind is pitting. Half distance should be about 3 laps of fuel left, 100 meters, 50 meters. All clear on pit exit, you can push now. The gap to Vissa ahead is now 5.9 seconds. The leader, Young, is pitting. The gap behind is now 2.9 seconds. Drury is now leading. P5.
I don't know what happened there, but Chris Miller's fucking 10 seconds ahead of me.
You're putting too much fuel.
Alright, James,
Told
the
you I
next
fucked
car
up.
is Visser.
What did you put in?
I thought 11 litres. 11 laps worth. Sorry.
You've got to stop using laps, mate.
P3, you've just done a 108.74. All through sectors are pretty quick. The gap to Young ahead is increasing. It's now 3.9 seconds. The leader, Drury, is pitting. Young is leading the race. Good stuff, mate. This is fucking excellent, P2. We're quickest right now. You're pulling away from the guy behind. The gap's now 3.8.
Miller had a very short stop, Jay, so keep pushing on,
Sector
bro.
1 is 0.37 off the pace. You're a tenth off the pace in Sector 2. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3. The gap to Young ahead is now 4.5 seconds. You've just done a 108.94. The gap behind is now 4.5 seconds. Okay, James, you've got about 4 laps of fuel left, P2. You've got about 3 laps of fuel left. That lap was a 109.40.
Yeah, it seems that way, Brad. I hit
The
the
gap
wall.
behind is now 4.7 seconds. 2 laps left, come on, you're looking good for a podium. Only 2 more laps of fuel. Your lap time was at 109.14.
I say I'm lucky Miller isn't any faster than he is.
Alright James, one more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium. We think you'll be out of fuel on the next lap. Two litres remaining.
Jump Paul.
Thanks, mate.
Podium finish, nice one.
You took 5 seconds more in the pits, Jace.
Yeah, I couldn't select first as well. I got stuck in neutral for a while, but I was about 3 seconds ahead of Chris when he went into the pits, and I went the next lap, and he came out about 9 in front. So there was a massive turnaround. It wasn't just the fact I couldn't select first.
Yeah, sorry, the stop was 5 seconds longer, but your pit lane was 10 seconds, or not 8. Oh no, 10 seconds.
It was 9 on me.
Bad luck there.
Oh well.
11 more than Chris Miller.
What was that, Rob?
Why would you be in neutral anyway?
I don't know. I stopped the car to have the pit stop, and it went into neutral.
Yeah, and then you couldn't get it into first to take off.
Yeah, correct. I think I had my revs too high.
I put it in first while I'm on the jacks.
I never take it out of gear.
Yeah, true. Sometimes if it's a quick stop, don't even bother.
You just put your foot on the clutch.
Mm.
Lost 9 already.
Oh fuck.
Well, look at that. David Dietz, 275. If he wasn't here, strength of field would have been 2.5 up.
Rob Viss is only 700.
Yeah, but 275. Fuck. And he didn't even race.
260 now.
He didn't even connect, like at the start of the race.
Can I file a protest against my own fucking stupidity?
Same.
Think to yourself.
Same.
It'll get thrown out. It'll get thrown out too frequent.
Frivolous.
Alright, I'm going back to work on the car. Have a good day, boys.
See you, Jace.
Oh,
Cheers.
see you later for the Coca-Cola 600.
Yeah, I'll be on tonight.
Okay.
I've done no
Are
practice.
you
I've done no
streaming
practice.
your
but-
fuck up?
Yep. Of course. I really like sabotaging myself for no reason. I was legit just saving fuel behind you the whole time. I was like,
I knew you would be.
I'm gonna jump you in the pits easy.
How many people in that race?
Bang. That's like 11 people? Yeah.
10 racing.
There's only 3 registered for the next one.
My car was fucked. I was like, I reckon I might be able to keep up with you a bit and then put the pressure on if I don't say anything. The steering was fucked. I was losing the car just like constantly, and I ended up changing my line up a little bit in some of the corners. I was like, oh, I'm getting a little bit consistent now, but it's fucked. The whole side of my car's fucked. but it was just loose everywhere. So I don't know if it was hurting my straight line speed too much, but I couldn't get on the power as early as I could normally. That was for sure. But yeah, the thing was just sliding everywhere. It was a little bit better after the stop. Like once I got past Jace, I was like, man, I can barely even get away from him. I'm just struggling so hard in the corners to get the thing to drive right. It's just, yeah, it's just twitching everywhere. Alright, that's what I get for putting it on the wall. I just stopped concentrating because I wasn't pushing that hard behind you. I was like, I'm just gonna sit here and take it easy. But
No, I did some laps this morning with Ben and practicing. Like, if you're in front, they can't pass you unless you make a mistake, and if you're behind, you can't pass unless they make a mistake. It's actually in like what I learned this morning was that if you're behind, you have to leave more room in coming up to the S's because you can't sight your apex and you get a bit of wash. Exactly. And then if you're in front, you've just got to cover. You've got to cover out of the bus stop and into this thing. You just got to keep it tight there, and then they're not going to pass. And you've got to get a good entry onto the front straight and up into the S's as well. Which is why I was sacrificing probably a bit under brakes, and you tapped me into turn 1.
Yeah, it was.
Although you reckon it was netcode.
I reckon it, because it did it a couple of times after we'd hit when I backed off a bit. It's like you go in deeper, then it's like doing the opposite of what it's doing in the last corner. The last corner, it backs up earlier, then shoots ahead. Whereas I felt like it was going in deeper, then backing off. I know, it was weird. It was weird.
When I was looking in the mirrors, I didn't see anything in the first one, but in the last corner, I'd go into it, and then yours looked like your car was drifting sideways straight to the wall, and then all of a sudden it just gripped and shot ahead, like shot back to the back of me, and I thought that's a bit of netcode, but I wasn't getting any flashes or stuttering or anything.
No, I wasn't getting any of that. I think it's, I don't know, just the way that maybe the track works with the way that they've coded it. Just a bit odd. That's weird. No, it's a shame.
Not really. Are you doing Shervo? NASCAR practice?
I was thinking about doing the next one at Watkins, but there's no one registered. So it's probably not going to go.
I'll do it.
Well, there's 3 registered, but I'm not going to do it for the 6 people. I can't be bothered. Not that fast.
It did jump up. It was about 3 at this time for the Americas, and it was about 11 people. So I don't know if that's enough for you. What's your minimum, Shervo?
I was going to say, okay, see how many people in practice.
What is it? So it's NASCAR here at Watkins Glen?
No. It's just the race you just did, but for the Australia one.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm just looking at how many people are on. There's 5 people practicing, so you know, might be 6 if I join. No, can't be bothered.
Not doing it.
Not if it's 6 or 7, no.
Alrighty. What if it's 11?
Well, it won't be because there's 5 people practicing.
Just for future reference, what is your usual minimum?
Well, if it's at this point, it's too few. I'm not going to register with the hope it goes to 11 with 2 minutes to go. That's gay.
Yeah, I'm just asking, what is your idea of the right amount in a race?
If I'd have seen you guys were doing with 11 when I woke up earlier, I probably would have jumped on. But I chose to roll over and listen to the radio and go back to sleep.
Who listens to the radio?
People that don't have anyone yammering in their ear.
What you would like to know.
radio yammering in my ear instead of a real person going.
Justy knows the old songs better than you.
I do.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
What's an old song?
Who listens? I'm not sure if that's not the title of a song though, is that?
Yeah, it is.
Or it is the title, yeah. Who listens to the radio?
Yeah, it's by the Sports.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's an old song. Right. Okay. Fine. So maybe I will do some NASCAR practice since I'm in the rig.
Since I'm in the rig, you could do
That also an old song, is it?
You could do Class C is 120 signed up. Is that enough? There's 10 people signed up for Class A.
Well, I just wasn't thinking about doing a race. I was just thinking about doing practice.
It's not fixed though, so you'd pussy out on that. Don't worry about it.
Oh, how?
Formula Fords. So much good stuff to race right now. How'd I get the 2 minutes repair? Oh, yeah, I already answered that. Yeah, that hit was 2.5 minutes worth of repairs.
I had repairs from your tap as well. Not that much.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
It was actually that bad.
There was-
Fuck.
No, what? Yeah, there was repair. It was like 28 seconds or something.
Yeah. No, that's still significant. Yeah, sorry about that.
No, that's alright. If I didn't stay straight and make the corner, you would have heard seething, but no, it was fine.
Mm. I feel like I've got to the point now that when I've realised I'm going to hit, I know where to hit without